Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Lynn and I'm Pretty Papercraft 67. And today I'm going to make some clusters. My ephemera has just become way out of hand. This is just a quarter, or not even, I have got a full box of all these bits and pieces of ephemera. Things that I have bought from die cut packs, pieces that have been left over from different digital kits that I've used. I've got stickers, I've got elements from inspiration packs from Sue at Paper Inspirations. I've got all sorts of things in here. And so I have set about just making some clusters. And I have just put everything and anything grouped together. And I'm going to make a heap of them, a bunch of clusters. I like a cluster. They, I don't know, there's many uses for a cluster. You can use them as page embellishments. I'll just show you in this journal that I'm working on at the moment. And not necessarily this journal I would use any of these in, but you know, something like that on the edge of a page can be a little tuck spot or just a page embellishment. You can use that to embellish a journal pocket. You can use that to create a tag, or even your paper bags, altered envelopes, all sorts of things. I never think clusters are a waste of time. I love them. And so I am going to utilize some of this and we're going to make some clusters today. So I will put this here. I've also got a little scrap pack. I always keep a little scrap pack for collage, just some, whatever papers I've used in projects, or the little tiny bits I just keep together. And that's pretty much all you need. So basically using up whatever you have in your stash, whatever you've got left over in your stash, to create some clusters. So how is everybody today? Tuesday here today. So we had a very, very eventful, busy weekend with my little grandson. So I am looking forward to this morning to be nice and quiet. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going through this box of bits and I'm just laying down some ephemera pieces, and I'm just going to stagger them all over the place, and we'll just see what we come up with. So some of these are cut down and some of them are not, and I'm just going to set about doing what I think works. Please excuse my voice. I have got some sort of flu again. I don't know if it's flu or asthma, but excuse my voice if I'm sounding a bit nasally. I've also got in here, I've got some bigger pieces. I like to start with a big background, and then that way you're not limited to these tiny, tiny embellishments. So let's pick a bit from this pack. A lot of these are digital off-color pieces left over from Kerry and the ladies at Which Craft Do You Do. I can't name them all, I'm sorry. I don't know them all. I do know them all, but I don't. So I'm just going to sort of start like this. I'm going to bring in a bit of music paper. I want something more for the background of that one. I want a bigger piece. So just give me a minute to go through some of this. Something like that could work, just to build up that back layer. I love that little bird. Bring in a bit of music paper. Just sort of sit in behind there like that. And I'm going to bring in a bit of book page for some text. And I'm going to pop that in there. I don't really want that cookie corner. So it probably looks a bit like a hot mess at the moment, but I think it works well. Comes together really, really nicely. We've got a big clock face here, which we could use sort of there. What else? I've got like a piece here that I've added all my bits to and made a collage in a bit of paper. So yes, this might be a bit of a quieter video because I will be concentrating. I love that vintage car. See, I get confused. I like that bit sitting up there. This part over here's got butterflies. Bit of coffee stained paper. Oh no, this is actually coffee stained scrapbook paper. So we might put that there. We might pull that one out. I want to bring that one over a bit just to stagger that edge up. Put that there like that. And I love that ticket. I do love this little birdie. I might put you down on that one instead. Okay, so, and then I want some numbers, but what we might do first is I just like to sort of pick a theme that works, that I think would work. So I love her and I love that bird there. Oh, I don't even know if I'm in camera. I have to move some of this over. So I really like that one, the way that is, and I love that bird. I might drop that down. Sort of something like that. So I like that one. So what we might do is, no, I'll wait and do it all together. So this one here, do I want to bring out that background a little bit? What have we got? There's a bit bigger piece of music paper that I could slide under there to just bring that out a little bit. Put you to the side. I'm happy with you. Now this has got a vintage car. Take that piece away. And I've got this old piece of brown paper. This is so vintage. This was on a piece, on an exercise book that we found in my mum and dad's stuff, but it was actually an exercise book from my grandfather. So I really want to show you that on video one day because it is just amazing that my grandfather did. It's his school book, so the writing is just beautiful. So I will show you that one day. Oh, I love these guys on a bicycle. They look cool. I might slip that one down under there just to bring that layer out a bit. Right, so I like that one. And then this one here, I really love this leaf. It's my focal piece on there. And I've got these as well. These are the photograph dies from the Global Land stock that I showed you on video a little while ago. So I'm even thinking just something a bit quirky like that. All right, so what we will do, what I want to do, I'm not even going to take the time to ink at this stage. I'm just going to ink in one big general piece at the end. So I'm going to take off these top pieces, and this is basically my base. And I'm just going to be real lazy, and I'm just going to staple all of that together. And if you see the staples, I don't even mind that because it's that little bit of metal. So we'll take off that guy, or those guys, because they're my focal bit. Bring that up and in a bit, and I'll try and pick all of that up in one. And then I'm going to just fix it all together. Like that. It saves a lot of glue. And we might use that leaf. And so again, I'm just going to pick all of that up in one. Straighten it up a bit. And if they do go a little crooked, I don't really think that matters too much. All right, so there's our bases basically done. So we'll just start to embellish each one. All right, so I love this lady, I love the clock, and I love the bird. So the lady can sort of sit there. She fills up that space nicely. And I just want to include the bird. I just love that. So now when I get to the top layers, I will ink around some of these. And then at the end, I'll just do a general ink around the edges. And this lady here. Alright, and so we'll just stick these down. Oops. I'll put her about there. And then we'll put our birds. Now, this little bird, you could even use that as a pocket on the embellishment. So that could be cute too, but I think well, actually I might do that. It gives me an option that way. So I'll just glue around those 3 sides and we'll place that down, and then it could be a little pocket if we wanted to. So you could then come along and pop some little bits and pieces in that as well. That's cute. These would even look great as just journal toppers. This is the sort of way that I make my journal toppers too. So, all right, so I'm going to embellish with some numbers and little bits and pieces. So that's green. I do have a sheet with green. So I am going to take, I like the bigger number though. So I'm going to take this one here. And I'm just going to put something like that there. And I'm just going to keep, yeah, just put what I think around it. I like that one with the black edge actually. And it's a great way to use up all your scraps too. Use your stash. What's that? There's a hashtag shop your stash or something. So I tend to forget this sort of thing. Put that there like that. And it just builds up and builds up and builds up. Yeah, so we had a very busy weekend with my little grandson. I'm going to cut this word happiness out of here. We had him for an overnight stay on the weekend, and then yesterday he goes to kindy, and yesterday was a kindy free day apparently, so he came and spent the day here with Nanny, which was fun. He's at that age now. I can't believe he's turning 5 this year. Like, where did those years go? And so this is his final year of being a little one, and next year he's off to prep. So that's bittersweet as a grandparent, or as a parent. That's a bit bittersweet. So, but yeah, so we're just enjoying every single moment we can with him while he still wants to be with us. All right, so we've got that one there. And I'll pop this number here. Like that. Oh, not straight. And then the word happiness underneath the bird. Like that. And then I'm just going to give that a real general ink just around the edges. A little bit of ink around the clock. And there you go. That's as simple as that is, just a little cluster. All right, so we'll head on over to this one here. And I love these gentlemen riding their bicycle. I think that's really cool. And what else have we got? What else do we have? We've got everything. Got some stickers here from a mystery box from Sue, so we could sort of put that somewhere maybe. It's poking out the bottom, kind of thing like that. We've just got to go through everything, guys. What have we got here? No, I just want some good old numbers. Yeah, and so today I've got a day at home, and then tomorrow we are heading off. My husband's having a day off work, and we are going to be going to the school again with my grandson, and he goes to the kindy across from the school where he's going to be going next year. And so they're doing an under 8s day, whatever that means, I'm not really sure. But yeah, so we're going to volunteer our time and help with getting the kids over to the school. So I thought that when you got older, life became simpler, but not necessarily. And I don't know, I just like that label. I like that, and you could stamp something on that. So I'm just going to sort of do something like that. So once again, I'm just going to ink up the focal pieces. And we'll stick all those down. This is a great way to create without having to think too much too. So I like that. I'll bring that one in about there. I've got this one underneath. I'm just going to off-center that about there. And then we'll put the gentleman on their bike down. Put that in there. And then I just will stick this down. Around about there like that. And then there is no reason why you can't come in and do some sewing on those as well. Yeah, so it's just really the sky's the limit. Now this one to me is a little bit plain, so I'm thinking just for something, put that down there like that. So I do like that, and I'm just going to staple that on just to give it that little bit extra room, because I really love this leaf. I might just stick that one down. It's kind of hanging there in the breeze. And I really love this leaf. This was just a stamped leaf that I watercoloured. So I love that. And I thought, oh, I just really want to use that. And I just really like that because it's just something a little bit quirky. So we might do that. Please excuse my voice, guys. And then what have we got? I'm just going through my box here. See what I mean? I've got so much of it, and this is just a drop in the ocean of what I really do have. I like numbers. I wanted something with like specimen on it, but I don't think there's anything. Oh, that's a cool one. Don't know if there's anything like that in. I just grabbed a handful from what I had. They're nice big labels too. They're from Sue's Lots of Labels. Alright, so let's see. Put a leaf there, which I might just go ahead and stick that onto that specimen slide because I really like that idea. I'm just going to pop that sort of there. Trying to keep it straight, which I'm not having much luck at. And I'm just going to glue that shut. So, just something a bit quirky. Glue's not sticking. It's cold here. I think that's why the glue takes a little bit longer to dry when it's cold. Alright, so I like that. And then I'm just thinking I might just tuck a few numbers around the place. Just to break it up, to add some interest. Don't know about that one. Maybe one of these ones. Maybe that one. Pop that in behind. I like these big numbers too. These are from Sue. And I always like a bit of red. And I could maybe put, no, maybe that one down there. Just something simple like that. And then I can always find the word specimen. I know I've got many words that say specimen in my box behind me. So I'll have to go back through there and try and find something. Put that one there. And then we've got this one here. All right, and we'll go ahead and we'll stick these down. So I want to tuck that one kind of up underneath there a bit, like about there. And we want this one up underneath. About so. I'm going to put our leaf over the top of that. I'm just lining it up with like that center line there. Like that. And then this one I love. These are from Valerie Craft Studio. This is one of her digital kits. Sorry, Valerie, if you're watching, I don't know the name. I do, but I don't know it offhand. And then you can, hand stamping on these would be great too. You could do, you know, just some patterns to create a bit more interest in your background. You could, if you've got Tim Holtz, you could do some number sequences. Yeah, there's so much you can do. I really like this one too. I'll just quickly cut this one out. I just want something kind of, I don't even mind that it does sit out a bit like that. I might make that one look a bit older. It's like that sort of thing. I need glue down the bottom of this one because it's just gonna slide underneath there a bit, just like that. So there you go. That's as simple, and you can just keep going and layering more and more and more. But just to give you an idea, I will probably come back in and do a little bit more. But that's as simple and as easy as it is, just to make some really cute clusters. I like to make them in advance and then sort of suit them to projects down the track. But yeah, so there you go, guys. If you're like me and you've got a whole heap of supplies and that hasn't even made a dent in what I have here, But yeah, just sit in a sunny spot and do some clusters. It's fun and easy and you don't have to think about it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. Please stay safe and well, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.